Good morning, everybody. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. Hi there.
Good morning. Talking about getting stuff stuck in your hair. You know what I get stuck in mine all the time?
What?
Rubber bands, just the hair ties, so the ponytail. I don't know how I do that. But I had to cut like a whole chunk out of my hair.
Oh, wait, you mean like when you put your hair in a ponytail?
Yeah, okay. Rubber bands, the hair, little hair tie thing. So
yeah.
Those
are tricky. We should ask about those.
Yeah.
Another thing that happens a lot is like if, well, this was when I was a kid. The gum thing is a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
But now, getting older, when it's so windy here all the time, lip gloss. I get lip gloss and then my hair gets sticky, and then the worst is when the wind blows and then you get lip gloss in your hair and then it gets streaks of lip gloss on your cheeks. It's not attractive. Yeah, not a good look. We'll have to find out some solutions to these terrible problems. In the meantime, we love our pets, of course, on New Mexico Style. We talk about them all the time. So it goes without saying that we want to mention that it's Mutt Day. It's Mutt Day. Yay! If you own a mutt or you are a mutt, then this is your special day. And just to clarify, a mutt is a mixed breed.
Right. And just so you know, it doesn't mean, a lot of times mutts are smarter than some of the purebreds.
That's true. That is true.
They are sometimes. So, and they have some fewer issues a lot of times too.
It's true.
The mutts, there's some good things about the mutts, and today would be a good day to adopt a mutt.
Yeah.
So find some time to pay a visit maybe to your local animal shelter and get a new best friend.
Yeah, we're always looking for that to be done at Eastside Animal Care. Every Friday we do our Pet of the Week with them, and we've had some great success. I mean, almost every single week we have had an adoption from our Pet of the Week. We have to find out about last week's pet, but I know that the week before the pet Twinkles got adopted, and I know a lot of the time Kenny Hatchett, who brings the pets on, ends up adopting the pets because of his soft heart. So we gotta help Kenny from having a full house of dogs. We have to help him. So please, we gotta get more of you. And his poor fiance Megan. Poor Megan, she's moving into the house of dogs. So yeah, you have to help out here. We'd love for you to adopt a pet, and today's the perfect time to do it. Now let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Matt Mauro. I'm just teasing.
I like it.
Did you like that? I'm just teasing you, Matt.
That's just a softball. You just toss that one right up. That was too easy for yourself, Nikki. Well, good morning to you two lovely ladies, and good morning to you at home. In the news this morning, a picture of your license plate is now one thing that police use to catch car thieves, but you may not know how often police are taking those pictures, and that has some people quite concerned this morning about Big Brother. Here's News 13's Katie Kim.
If you drive in Albuquerque, chances are Albuquerque police have taken a picture of your plates without you knowing it.
We have probably hundreds of thousands of plates. 6
patrol cars are outfitted with these discreet mounted cameras that are turned on to snap pictures of license plates, hoping to get hits on cars reported stolen. Officers drive through intersections or up and down parking lots at the fair, Isotopes Ballpark, or Balloon Fiesta. Pictures of all those plates, including what time and where the car was, are then stored in a database for 6 months. The ACLU has a big problem with that.
Unless there's this data is actually connected to either suspected criminal activity or actual criminal activity, then it shouldn't be kept at all.
The ACLU worries law enforcement agencies could use the pictures of plates as surveillance on where innocent citizens are going and what they're doing. But APD says it has no intention of tracking your whereabouts.
No one is authorized to enter a license plate of a known person for the purpose of seeing just where has he been, without a criminal nexus.
And Deputy Chief Paul Feist says only 2 people in the entire department can access the database to find out who the license plates belong to. Still, the ACLU says there's no reason to keep the photos of innocent drivers for 6 months.
We're not all criminals, and so keeping track of everyone and using this type of technology in a broad effort to use surveillance on ordinary citizens is problematic.
Katie Kim, KRQE News 13.
Albuquerque Police Deputy Chief Paul Feist says the department stores the pictures for 6 months just in case a car is linked to a crime later on. And Albuquerque Police are not the only ones using a license plate camera. State police do as well. The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office used to, but stopped 2 years ago. Well, we all know driving drunk is a huge problem here in New Mexico, and this morning Albuquerque police are trying something new to prevent you from getting behind the wheel when you have had too much to drink. Take a look at this behind-the-scenes video of what police see at DWI checkpoints. This one is from Broadway and Lomas recently.
We can do all breath testing on site. All officers are equipped with laptops where they are able to complete all their paperwork on site. Increasing the likelihood that we...
The video takes you through everything officers do, from initially stopping a car, doing a field sobriety test on the driver, and eventually arresting the person if he or she is drunk. You can see all the video on KRQE.com. Click on news links. By the way, local company made that video for police for free. If you live in Santa Fe, you better slow down. The city will soon have a third speed van. So far this year, the 2 vans that are already there have helped police send out 4,000 speeding tickets. When the department gets the new speed van, it'll have 2 at major intersections and 1 in a neighborhood. Consider yourself warned. Well, the Balloon Fiesta food fight continues today with another meeting between a new company that Fiesta has hired and food vendors. The 2 were supposed to have a new contract yesterday, but pushed the deadline back 4 days. Vendors say the company wants their profits, but the Fiesta says it's really about keeping you safe because too many vendors are violating the health code. For example, back in 2010, the vendors got 110 health code violations, and last year the number grew to more than 130.
The goal is to see if we can come up with a viable agreement that can be signed as quickly as possible, because this event is 2 months off. And we have to make sure that they get their contracts in and signed, but also something that we both can live with.
As we've been telling you since last weekend, the new company called Ovations, it's out of Florida, wants 30% of everything the vendors make, and the vendors say that is simply too much and will put them out of business. Well, it is almost time to go back to school. Kids, you don't want to hear that. Parents, you've been waiting for that all summer, and this is the weekend. It's one of the best times to do that back-to-school shopping. It's because of the state's annual tax-free weekend. So, from Friday through Sunday, stores will not charge sales tax on most school supplies, clothes, and computers. The website, retailmenow.com, says parents will spend about $500 per child on back-to-school clothes and supplies this year. By the way, the state says this tax-free holiday will probably save folks here more than $4 million. And that's all for your morning headlines right now. Be sure to watch KRQE News 13 new this morning every weekday from 4:30 to 7 to catch up on all your morning news. And ladies, later this week we're going to be talking more about this tax-free list for what is and is not on it. And it's not just for parents. Anyone can take advantage of this.
Exactly. We're so excited about that. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. You know, I am a mutt. They say if somebody has mixed ethnicities, then they call them a mutt also. So I guess I'm a mutt.
Well, a lot of us are then.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, now I'm excited about this.
Yeah, this is really cool. So Angel Fire Resort is known for its beautiful ski area. It's known for its awesome mountain biking. But the resort is taking things to new heights with a 10,000-foot zip line course.
That is so cool. News 13 photographer Ryan O'Connor actually got a first-hand look at the high-flying adventure.
We put in 6 different lines, which is including a dual line too, which you can see right above me here.
I'm checking all your carabiners. I'm checking your harness. So I'm making sure the line is clear.
That is clear.
And we're going to be transferring all your carabiners. We don't want you messing, clipping, unclipping, doing anything like that. This is full service valet ziplining. We'll take care of the whole thing. A is locked. Both your mains and your hard point are all locked. All right, don't forget to scream.
Fantastic tour with different lines, different lengths, and different heights with different speed.
I envision flight school being much different.
You guys already earned your wings. All right, take off.
Woohoo!
All right, who's next? A is locked. Both your mains are locked. All right, and you're good to go.
Hey, you are clear, you're clear. From this experience, people can expect a fantastic physical, mental, and emotional ride.
Oh, Okay, so there's one part of me, like the brave part, that's like, oh, I gotta do this, and then there's the wimpy part that's a little bit nervous.
Okay, here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm scared to death of heights, right?
Okay, yeah.
It is awesome, and your adrenaline is going to be a big adrenaline rush. But when you have to jump off the deck, you know, it's not really that high up, so you don't really see. You're just surrounded by trees, and like it's just so pretty.
So you don't notice how high you are in that moment?
No, not yet. Not at that point. Plus, the staff there, the instructors, are so good.
You could tell. You could tell.
And all the equipment's super safe. They're like,
totally
this is the safest zip line you're going to be on, and so they make sure that they check you and double check you.
Okay.
And then when you get going,
what do they just let you go, or do they push you? Like how do they do that?
You just kind of leap off, and step off, or whatever. They let you kind of feel it first.
And then how fast are you going?
So on one of those, you go like over 50 miles an hour. That one where, did you see?
It's almost the speed limit on the freeway.
It's the one where it goes out over the canyon, because there's multiple little zip lines. You do one to another one to another one. And so when you go out to that one through over the canyon, it is amazing, because you're starting off just in trees, and then you look out, and it's all wide open.
Oh my gosh.
So cool. Yeah.
I want to see what it looked like when you did it.
I did it. I got to strap on a GoPro.
Oh, is that you?
That's me. You hear everybody like yelling? I was like one of the first to go down.
Wow, that's so fast.
And so you're going through the trees, and then I'm looking like, this silly wonder here. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. My mouth is like open.
In the fly catching position.
All you can see, look how high you are. You see all those trees? Yeah. It is so cool.
And you really weren't scared?
I wasn't. I really wasn't. I was just kind of more amazed. And then you hit really hard at the end. It's like boom, and it slows you down, and then you're done. And it's such an exhilarating experience.
What a rush. Okay, so is that the scariest part, really? Is just the stop?
Probably. Okay. Maybe that's not your first run. They kind of break you in with some smaller runs. And so I think the first one's kind of the scariest. And then you kind of get the feel for it. And you're like, okay, I'm safe. I'm good. And then it's just more and more fun as you go along.
Okay, so after the first round, you kind of get the nerves out of the way, and then you that's awesome. I think a lot of people can try it.
You gotta check it out.
Maybe I will follow in your footsteps on this one. Now, this is not scary at all, unless you're going up in one of these, but the Balloon Fiesta is just a little more than 2 months away. How did it get here? This morning, we have a look at this year's official poster.
The poster was created by local artist Dee Sanchez, and it features a floral design with the sandias in the background, and of course the balloons. This year's fiesta is going to run from Saturday, October 6th to Sunday, October 14th, and it is going to be here before we even know it.
I know. My gosh, that's the week my sister's baby is due, so I'll be torn. Balloon Fiesta, baby birth. I don't know. But
tell her to come have the baby here.
Have the baby in a balloon.
Have it in the balloon. You know, they have weddings. They have all kinds of things.
I'm going to talk to her about this one. I don't know how much I'll be able to convince her, but you never know.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I just feel like Balloon Fiesta, it's just such an exhilarating time. And if you have family that, I mean, seriously, not necessarily pregnant ones, but if you have family members out of state, it's just the best time of year to be here. Just from everything, you know, from the weather to the smell of the harvest and the chili and just everything. I mean, living in New Mexico, you really start to appreciate how special a time of year it is.
I'm having family come in this year, so they're super excited.
And we will certainly be there to cover everything. In the meantime, talking about one of our other favorite topics, American Idol, the revolving door of Idol judges just keeps on spinning. Jennifer Lopez is out, Mariah Carey is in, we've confirmed that. But now we're actually hearing that Nick Jonas and rapper Pharrell Williams are the frontrunners to fill the 2 vacant seats at the judges' table.
It almost sounds like a totally different show.
I know.
Ryan Seacrest is like the one, you know.
He's our rock.
And, you know, and apparently Randy Jackson, which you always associate with the show, he's going to be in a different role. He's being moved to a mentoring position.
Like the Jimmy Iovine role.
Yeah. So that's interesting. So you wonder who made that decision.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Do you think he was the one who made it and thought, you know, I want to be in a position now where I mentor the kids and I'm kind of doing like what Simon's doing on X Factor? Or do you think he's just thinking, maybe it's a whole new group and let them have the spotlight, I'll take a different...
Right.
I would hope that he's at least... you know, getting paid more. I mean, he's like the one that's been there the longest, so I hope...
Well, I'm sure he makes plenty of money.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to think of him getting demoted.
No. No, Randy can never get demoted.
He can't. I'm excited, though. Idol season's going to be interesting. Major changes.
Very interesting.
So we'll see what happens.
Well, MTV's Video Music Award nominations have been revealed, and Rihanna, Drake, and Katy Perry are up for the most nominations.
Rihanna, I love her. Rihanna and Drake are leading the pack with 5 nominations each. The 2 singers could both win Video of the Year, as the 2 are nominated for their duet, I'll Take Care of You. Rihanna is nominated twice in that category. Her song, We Found Love in a Hopeless Place, is also up for the coveted award. Sorry, I had to sing them.
Well, last year's Video of the Year winner, Katy Perry, not far behind with 4 nominations. She's also up for Video of the Year again for her hit Wide Awake. Always a popular
Sorry,
one.
I couldn't resist. The VMAs will air live from LA on September 6th. It's always a fun thing. You know, I know the kids go back to school a little sooner here, but when I grew up, you know, we always went to school the week after Labor Day. Right after Labor Day is when we went back to school. So I remember the VMAs were like the big thing right before you go back to school.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like around Labor Day. So definitely want to check that out. Good music. I mean, some fun music this year, and it's kind of fun to bring back a little more of that dance music. I think we haven't had a lot of that over the last few years, and I think Rihanna brought it back, and so did Call Me Maybe.
Yes.
Carly Rae, whatever.
Call Me Maybe.
Yeah, Call Me Maybe. Gotta love that song. Okay, meanwhile, weather nice, maybe?
It's going to be, not even a maybe to this. It's going to be hot.
Okay.
Hot, hot, hot. So get ready for more heat today.